Hi, I'm Jen Gallacher, and I am using this sweet Somebunny stamp to create a darling tag. So I have inked my stamp with Memento Tuxedo Black ink, and I have stamped it onto some Neenah 110-pound weight cardstock using my Misty. You can see how charming this is. I always prefer the Neenah and the Memento ink to do some Copic coloring. And I'm going to show you my favorite technique for coloring fur on animals. I found fur is a little bit challenging, so I wanted to share that technique with you. So to start with, I have pre-colored the car and the little bunny's dress. I've colored the car with these Copic marker colors, and then I colored her dress and the purse with these Copic marker colors. So let me show you how I actually color the fur. We're going to start with that. And I always pick two colors. One is really light and one is really dark. We're going to start with the YR30 macadamia nut, and this is a Copic sketch. And I'm just going to fill the back of the bunny's fur with this really, really light cream, and just with a really light touch. You can always go back and add a little bit, but you want to do her little paws, and you want to do everything except the mouth part, the little nose part of the bunny in this light yellow color. So start with a couple of shades lighter than the fur color. We'll just fill this all in. Just come around that bottom area. So you can see it's just really, really light. Now how I like to do fur is I like to add little stippled dots, and we're going to do this with E21. This is baby skin pink, and I'm still going to use the brush tip. And what I'm going to do is use the very tip of the brush to add little dots all over this bunny's face. And I'll start with them just randomly, not touching. And then after I've added all of them in, I will go back and kind of darken some of the spots. So one way to do fur is to just add the stippling technique and just fill it in as you feel like the fur would need to fill in. Same on the little paws. And you don't have to stipple the entire fur. You can use the stippling as a shadow. Come up the ears, both sides. Can go a little darker at the tips. Well, what it is doing is it's creating a texture just by using the stippling technique. And this is just one way that you can easily add a fur look to a bunny. Once you've colored in the ears and finished out the face, you're going to use the coordinating die. And I like to get this nice and tight around the bunny, and then I'll usually take some washi tape and I'll tape it down and run it through my die cut machine. When that has die cut, it's going to leave this perfect edge all around it. And then we're going to add it to a tag, so I've added some foam dots to the back of this bunny. So I've pre-cut a little square of blue cardstock, and I have pre-stamped the "To My Very Sweet Friend" phrase. Now I only inked half of it at a time so that it could be on 2 lines. And then I have the small butterfly, and I'm using a Versamark ink pad. And I'm just going to add some butterflies on this blue cardstock. And you can add as many as you'd like. I'm just going to add 3. Now we're going to make a tag with this square. And I've pre-cut this square to match the tag that released this month. So this is the tag die that I'm using, and you can see that you can remove this inner part. This is for stitching, but I don't mind it like this. I like to leave this intact, at least for right now. So I have die cut this out of white cardstock, and I've added a black ribbon to the top. Then we're going to take our blue cardstock sheet. I will just add it to the center of the tag. Then to the bottom of the tag, I'm going to add some pattern paper. This is just a pattern paper from Echo Park. So go at the very, very bottom. And then we can take our bunny and we can add her to the tag, making sure that you can still see the phrase. And then to dress it up, we will just add a few orange enamel dots just to add some texture to the bunny. So here are the 3 bunnies that come on this particular stamp set. This is a cream tan bunny that I've colored. This one I did in grays, and this one I did in shades of brown. And I used a variety of phrases. You can see this one's done in Versamark ink, and I used the same tag, and I created just a variety of 3 bunny tags using this fur stipple coloring technique. Thank you for joining me for this tutorial. Be sure to visit the My Favorite Things website to view the complete release.